Class 7. Today our topic is distribution of industries or industries on the basis of their size. Last we did small scale industry. On the basis of their components, industries can either be classified into small scale industry or large scale industry. In this, the size of the industries determine the amount of capital that is invested in it, the number of people that is employed, and the volume of the production. Now, small scale industries which have smaller capital and technology investments as well compared to the large scale industry. The volume of the production is also small. Example of small scale industry is silk weaving and food processing industries. Next is cottage industry. This is a type of small scale industry in which products are manufactured by hand or by artists. Pottery, jute bags, basket making, etc. are cottage industries, are also commonly referred to as household industries. Large scale industries have high capital industries since this industry delivers large volumes of product that they manufacture. They also use superior technology. Most of the developed countries of the world like USA, Russia, Germany, Austria, they have large scale industries. Some of the large scale industry include the automobile industry and machinery producing industry among others. On the basis of ownership, what does ownership means? Industry is classified into private sector, state only owned, that is public sector, joint sector and cooperative sector. Private sector are those which are owned by individual or a group of individual, usually for profit. These industries are not controlled by the state. If two people decide to become the partner and start a manufacturing plant, it would be classified into a private sector. Example, Reliance Group, Bharat Petroleum, that is Bharti Telecom, that is Airtel, etc. are private sector industry. Public sector industry are the industry which is operated by the government, like the Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, Steel Authority of India, Life Insurance Corporation of India, Airport Authority of India, or Bharat Sanchar Nigam, BSNL are example of public sector industry, because here the operation is owned by the government also. This is the difference between public sector and private sector. You have to go through it. Joint sector industries are the industries which are being run cooperation with both state and private enterprises. In India, there are many private sector companies which function like a private enterprises, like Maruti Udyog is the biggest example of the joint sector industry. Cooperative industry is the industry which is operated by the operated or owned by the producers or the suppliers of raw materials. Example of this is Amul. Amul is an cooperative sector which was started in India. Next is Sudha Dairy, Indian Farmers Fertilizer Cooperative Limited, and Oil Limited are examples of cooperative sector. Now, factors that are related in the establishment of an industry. Many factors are related for the establishment of industries. Those are location of the center, where raw materials are found, land, water, labor, power, capital, transport and market. On observation, you will find that industries are situated where areas list of these factors are available. That means many of these factors at least some of these factors are available. like raw materials are available, water is available. Raw materials industry is usually raw materials like industries are normally set up in areas where raw materials can be easily available. For example, sugar mill industry are situated in areas where sugarcane are produced in good amount, because sugar cannot be if a sugar mill is not situated near a sugar cane agricultural area, then it will not be able to produce good amount of sugar. As sugar cane cannot, after cutting the sugar cane, it cannot be stored for a long period of time, because then the sweetness will be gone, and that's the reason why a number of sugar mills are found near the sugar sugar cultivated areas. Power. In order to run an industry, power is required. So the industries are set up in such areas where the power supply could be easily accepted or got. The industry also requires a strong infrastructure and excellent communication network. Labor is also required. Skilled and unskilled laborers are required for the experience for the work, and experienced managerial staff to look after the day after day administration. Transport. Industries need transport. If it is located in areas which is not well connected, then the products will not be easily taken to the market. So it is quite necessary that it is well connected to the transport network. The presence of good rail head, road, seaport is significant to all industries. Dealing with the requirement perishable and perishable goods in particular require a strong transportation system that will carry the goods without delay or damage to the places. Market. Access of market is an important factor which the entrepreneur must take into consideration while setting up an industry. Industry producing perishable or bulky commodities which cannot be transported to a long distance over long distance are gradually located to proximately to markets, closed markets. Industries located near the market could be able to reduce the cost of the transport in distributing the finished products. Then the cost of the product will also not go high. Like bread, bakery, ice cream, these types of factories are situated near the market, so that they can easily deliver it to the market and it do not get wasted, and the cost also does not get high. Accessibility of market is more important in the case of industry manufacturing goods rather than producing goods. Capital means the investment in the factories to purchase machine, power, labor, etc. is also one of the most important thing, because without capitalization the industries cannot be run. Government policies. Suitable government policies and political stability is required for a good industry settlement. Water. Some industries require water in their as one of their inputs in this industries. So these industries are located near the water bodies. Like we can find the jute industries are located near the Ganga river, because that gives these factories water to help them in the production.